going on, guys? Coming back at you again with another fishing episode. These seem to be what the thing is to do this summer because it's so hot out right now. I can't find it in myself hardly to go out to a hiking trail and hike or do a backpacking series. The canoe stuff is a lot of fun. I do enjoy that, and I will be making another canoe trip this weekend. A little less lengthy than the last one. I know the last one got drawn out a little bit and it wasn't near as exciting, but this upcoming one will be a lot more fun, a lot more entertaining and exciting. So stay with me, and we're going to go try and catch some bass in this little tiny pond that's right here behind me. It's more or less like a runoff pond. It's behind one of the fire stations in the town that I live in, and it's slowly becoming a non-public pond, so we're going to try and get some fish out of it, although it is extremely hard to fish because I have not caught any fish out of it. Alright, stay tuned. So just as normal, we have tons of wind as soon as I come out here to go fish, so I think that's just more or less a given that's how I fish, is when it's just stupid windy out. This lure I'm using is probably not the best idea because, of course, I got people blowing me up on my phone like always. Whenever I get out here, I start casting, and everybody wants to start talking to me on my phone, so they're just going to have to wait. But anyway, all of that aside, this pond, as you can tell that I'm fishing in right here, is covered in tons and tons of moss on the banks right here. But I've been told that if you can get out to this deeper portion out here, you'll have a better go at it. So we're going to give this a little whirl for the time being and see how she does. The wind's coming off to my left side, and we're just kind of casting across the pond, so just wouldn't be a normal video for me if I didn't have tons of wind to deal with. You know, it seems like every time I go, we always have a little bit of wind that we have to suffer through. Oh well. It's like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. We're gonna keep trying. One fish would be nice. Alright, so here's the game plan. There's a pond right over here. And we're going to sneak over there. I don't know if it's public fishing or private fishing or what, but I don't see any signs, so we're going to go for it. Who knows how many casts I'll get out, but hit. I already had a thump. What? Alright, somehow these fish are evading getting hooked. Come on, baby. Monster bass. Monster bass. Boy, he is a ugly, ugly color. Two-pounder. Right on, dude. That paid off. Let's try something a little different. Little fella. Boy, they don't have much color to them, do they? That water is clear, isn't it? Crystal clear almost. Like they put chemicals in it or something. That was on a neat little red crawl bait. I think I'm going to go back to the old bearded grub. This guy's picking up a lot of grass and sediment from the bottom. When they dug this pond, they dig these ponds in these housing additions, and it's just grass and stuff that fill in until some sort of, I don't want to say like invasive species, but until something else can get inside the pond, like hydrangeas or something like that. I must have just got lucky the couple of casts that I had that didn't get stuck. I'd really like to move around the pond, but this is like those people's backyards, so I don't really feel that comfortable doing that. There we go. Well, I might have caught the biggest one to start with right away. He's not terrible, but not big either. Let's see if we can tie on a chatterbait real quick before we get the boot. Or now, let's go with this lipless Rapala. Try something different. Put it in my finger first, that's cool. That hurt. Not gonna lie. That did hurt. Couple solid hits. If you guessed black and blue, you were right on the color. Maybe I caught the only 3 bass that are in here. Take that back. There you go. Catch and release, folks. Catch and release. Sometimes you got to get away. Look at that. God, that is sexy. Look how that thing looks. Oh, gorgeous. You know what else might be really good right now? A jig. Tie a jig on there. Since this water is pretty clean and clear. That was a little fish, really, for that lure. That lure is pretty big. Especially with that trailer on it, man. Well, this turned out to be a great decision to come over here. There's a few people that have walked outside on their porches and nobody said anything to me yet, so that's great. Oop, trailer's falling. Maybe another time we'll do the jig. Not right now. I don't have the time. I'll get kicked out of here any minute. I'm gonna move a little bit here and see how that goes. I feel like I kind of wore this spot out some. A lot of goose droppings over here. Tons and tons of goose poop up here. A lot of goose poop. A lot of goose poop. fishing seems to have really died down a lot here. Kind of sucks. I've never seen so much goose poop in all of my life. Oh, dang it. Dang it. There we go. Holy shit. Oh, you're a tank, buddy. You're a tank. No way. Oh, I'm so glad I got that on camera. Ouch. Gorgeous. Got me good right there. Alright guys, we just got done filming yet another awesome fishing adventure. I hope you guys are enjoying the different shows, the different adventures that we're going and doing right now, because eventually that's going to slow down a little bit because fishing season is going to be over with, and then hunting season is kind of going to start kick-starting, I guess you should say. This year's hunting season is probably going to be a little rough for me though, because I don't have very many places to go hunt. So hopefully more of the content when it comes to fall weather and winter time will be a little more of the backpacking and hiking adventures that we like to do here on the Legend Outdoors. So tonight was very eventful. Although I do not condone this, but I also do not support this in any way, shape, or form. I kind of went over to a spot that I don't really have permission to go fish, but I also did not see no trespassing, no fishing, anything. I didn't have any signs or anything like that. It was a suburb of like pond, I guess you could say, like a suburb pond, where a housing addition got built. And when they built that housing addition, they usually build little ponds and stuff like that in those additions. So that's what that pond consisted of. Now you are going to notice too that most of it was GoPro footage. The reason that it was mainly GoPro footage is because I didn't want to take my DSLR over there and get booted out right away. I didn't want to scare too many people off right off from the very get-go, because I was kind of just, I was over there on the whim, on the fly, hoping that I could get something brought together, and I literally just caught one of the biggest bass that I've probably caught on film to date, to boot, which was awesome. I'm hoping that my GoPro got the whole thing, because it was literally right there at the very end of the night, or here at the very end of the night, with next to no battery life left on my GoPro. So sometimes you have to risk it all. Sometimes you have to take risk for rewards. And sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. And there were people out here at their homes. I respected that. I stayed out of their yards. I fished on a side of the pond that there were no homes. It was all just open area and stuff. So I kept away from their property and their personal things, because that's how I do things. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the channel. Hopefully you're subscribing. I love the comments. I love answering back to any of the comments that you guys give me. It is absolutely phenomenal. It's so fun and exciting to see different comments, different likes, how many views I have on different videos. And I don't want to make this video any different than any other video. I want you guys to go out and start making your own adventures, start making your own legendary events, your own legendary times. You can go out there, have an epic day. You can take these warm, hot days that we're having right now and just tear them to pieces, whether it's going out with your kids or your grandparents or your mom and dad, or whatever the case may be, going for a walk, going for a bike ride. As long as you're getting outdoors and getting off of the devices and getting yourself into high spirits and, you know, fun activities, that is the whole purpose of what this channel is indulging on. And that being said, I know this channel is supported by viewers, by people watching, by, you know, people tuning into YouTube and the Instagram page and stuff like that. But also, I want it to be inspiring to you, that when you watch this video, that you feel like getting up off of the couch and you want to tackle on some kind of adventure of your own, and you make your own legendary times. So with that being said, this is the Legend Outdoors coming to you once again on an epic fishing adventure that didn't look very positive. That I mean, if I would have just Debbie Downed it and said, screw it, I'm going to go home and call it a night and wrap it up and walk out of there. Instead, I kept pushing, I kept pursuing, I kept looking for that next step, that next level, and you guys can do the same thing. Achievements cannot be met by the lack of your perseverance. Does that make sense? That's the only way that you're going to achieve any kind of goal, is to persevere, to push forward, and to keep striving until you reach those goals. So, I will see you on the next adventure. Thank you for tuning in. Put a comment down below. Eventually the channel is going to start getting a lot better. The editing techniques and the different aspects of YouTube that I can utilize, I'm going to start doing that. I see a lot of other channels, they have things that'll pop up here in the corner for you to hit subscribe, or they have other linked videos over here that you can click on. So that all kind of comes with time to figure out how it is that I need to set those videos up. But hopefully you enjoy this channel, and hopefully it's something that you're inspiring off of, and it's encouraging you to get outside, because that's the whole goal of this channel. So I'm going to go get some dinner. You guys stay classy, because next time you see me, we'll be on the Mongo River. Alright guys, Legend Outdoors signing off. Peace.